Welcome to the BAM Sports Show.
All right, so here we go.
Maybe I'm the weird one.
It's 2022. We don't judge. You do.
No, I don't.
A fan of the show had a shout out for you.
You should just shut your mouth. You're coming off as stupid.
Welcome to a brand new sports show experience coming through your wavelengths. Let's get ready to have some fun. So sit back, crack open a drink, and let's talk some sports.
Good evening, everybody.
Let's
talk some sports indeed. Ryan, we are
live,
my friend.
Man.
It is Tuesday, October 11th. We are a couple weeks out from Halloween. I am back in St. Louis and back in control out of the dungeon.
Hi, Rick. Congrats on the pooping.
Oh, is Rick watching while he's pooping?
He said greetings from the shitter. Oh, look at his face there. Look, he's got a little face there. He says he's on the pooper.
Well, Rick, maybe you shouldn't
You're
have
there
eaten
in
that
spirit.
bad fish. Next time Bethany tells you not to eat that, don't eat it. Well, I'm back in St. Louis, and I'm ready to have a great show. I am joined tonight, as always, with my co-host, Ryan. How are you, my dude?
I think you just called me a ho-host. That's what it sounded
I did.
like. That's
You are the host of the host.
Yeah, I was. Not anymore. I'm doing well. Tired.
Doing well. I'm tired as well.
Tired.
I had an early flight back yesterday and then another late night last night. They got some walls up at the new build, so we are
Sweet.
moving and grooving and excited for that.
I'm just tired because I'm a human that lives their life in the capitalistic society that is America.
Well, we are not
Comrade.
We are not a political show. We are a sports show, so let's get right the fuck into it. Crazy ass weekend in sports. Teams that we thought were again. I mean, the NFL just continues to be wonky this year.
Yeah, especially
kind of
in the officiating.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Fantasy, is hard this year, I would say. Just very inconsistent all the way around the board, right?
Yeah. I don't even know where to go with it. It's people are coming up out of nowhere, and former studs are just tanking, and injuries and all. It's been weird.
It's been crazy. I won in our sleeper league, even though my quarterbacks were Teddy Bridgewater, who got me 0 points, and Ryan Tannehill, who got me 13 points against Josh Allen. Was it Josh Allen? No, you have Josh Allen in that league, don't you?
No, not anymore. I traded him.
To Austin.
Yeah, to try to buy a win.
Yep.
You know how well that worked?
I beat him when he has Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts, I believe. So I was pretty excited about that.
I went 1 for 4 in all of my dynasty this weekend.
1 and 4?
This weekend, yeah.
Oof. I went 3-0.
That's why he wants to talk fantasy.
Well, hey, I talked about it last week when I went 1 and 2.
Here's what hurts the most, though, is I could have won in that league, but I didn't start David Montgomery or Travis Etienne.
Ooh, I
instead
started Herbert.
Yeah, I started Robinson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I had just traded for.
He's been. I grabbed him in 2 leagues, and he's actually been surprisingly pretty
Oh, and
consistent. Last night was his worst game. I believe.
Tyler Conklin, big old goose egg.
Ooh.
It's cool though. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
I
You son of a
won.
bitch! Don't even fucking do it.
Yeah. He's going to. He's going to. He's watching. That's why he's watching, so you can try to figure out who the hell you're going for.
Yeah,
I won
know
again
you're
in
out
Rick's
there.
league with the highest score in the league for the 4th week.
Well, I'm 0-5 in that league. God damn it!
That's rough. But it's been crazy, right? Like just the NFL in general has been pretty wonky. Like I would have bet my left nut on Friday night when we talked that there was no way in hell that the Jaguars were going to lose to the Texans.
There you
like
go.
They would have been my if we were still doing the Survivor thing. Like that would have been my Survivor pick.
We all picked the Lions.
Yeah.
Over the Patriots. I'm pretty sure we all picked them.
Yeah, I think that was unanimous.
Shut out.
Which that does. I mean, their offense is strong. Like that's a good offense. Let's see who else we got. Chargers beat the Browns 30-28.
Are the Giants for real?
I don't know. I mean, I think so. The team that we saw against Chicago makes me say no. The team we saw against Green Bay makes me say yes.
That was one that I don't think any of us would have imagined. I think we wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
We got a weird thing going on right now, by the way. You're like super red and I'm super blue in mine. It's like the dark side and the light.
Ooh.
So
that's how we'll do this whole show, Ryan.
No, I can't. I don't want to do that.
You can be the angel on one shoulder, and I'll be the devil on the other shoulder.
Oh no!
So you can be like, "Hey, the Jets beat the Dolphins. They look great. They won 40-17. Right? That would be you. They look great." I'd be like, "Yeah, they only scored 40 fucking points. Fucking shitbags."
They looked good.
They did look good,
except for Tyler Conklin, who just got a goose egg.
Have we heard anything? Obviously, I'm assuming Teddy's not back this week. Have we heard anything about Teddy?
Not that I know of. I'm going to look it up right now. Old Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Two Gloves. Yeah, their defense, like Keith just said, their defense flies to the ball.
He should be back, I'm assuming, next week. Because he was just in the concussion protocol.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
I would assume he would be back. It would be kind of unheard of to go have a quarterback out a second week due to a concussion. Especially lately when they just
there's that attire. Smart ass motherfucker.
Especially down in South Florida.
Hey, that doctor was fired. So he won't make that mistake again.
I'm sure that scapegoat really loved his job. Yeah, I was the independent guy, sure.
Anyways,
Falcons almost held off the Bucks.
Falcons. Yeah, really probably should have beaten the Bucks.
They could have.
I mean, if you take away a very questionable roughing the passer call.
First of a couple this weekend. That is... I don't know which one's worse.
Well, that sucks. You're going to have to fill me in because I didn't see either live.
You didn't see it? You haven't even watched clips?
I've seen clips and shit, but every time you watch a clip, you get someone's opinion on it.
Right. I mean,
Just
neither of
depending
them
upon
look
who
like
the fuck shares it.
neither of them look like roughing the passer.
Oh, I agree 100%.
And there was worse tackles earlier in both games and later in both games that were not called.
Yeah.
And so,
but clearly we know NFL officiating's a fucking joke, right? Like that kid, was it last year?
we
The
knew.
kid for the Bears,
We've known.
like up to that punt and then stood up and looked at the fucking sideline, so he got a fucking taunting call. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
It's just the officials. It's like they almost like, hey, look at me, I'm here too. Like, just let them play football. You know.
It's like in
How
baseball
about-
when you get an ump show.
Yeah. At Angel Hernandez. I know they lost, but how about Pickens trying to fight?
I don't know. I didn't watch the
Or
last part
Pickett.
of that. For which
Not
game?
Pickett. The Steelers game. Pickett. He got hit low, and he stood up and like swung on the D lineman.
Oh shit! He wants
Yeah,
that
you
smoke.
didn't see that?
I did not.
Oh man, yeah, they got their asses whooped, didn't they? What was
They
the final
did.
score of that game?
They did. It was 38-3.
3. Oh yeah, but then again, the Bills are the Bills.
A
And the Bills are healthy again.
thorough ass kicking.
Not as bad as the Titans' ass kicking they got though.
Yeah, Titans look like they gave up like halfway through that game.
Well, yeah. Cowboys beat the Rams in LA 22-10.
Are the
Cooper Kush.
Cowboys real?
Here's what I think happens. I think they get worse when Dak comes back. Because
kind of feel the same way.
Because right now Cooper Kush is letting his playmakers, and he's managing the ball game.
Yeah.
Letting the defense control things. When Dak comes back, it's going to try to be too much. I think Dak makes that team worse.
I do too, and I like Dak as a quarterback, but they're clearly in sync right now with old Coop.
Now we're saying this Tuesday. A week from tonight, we might be having a whole different fucking conversation.
It's the NFL. Watch, Dak comes back, he balls out, and he wins the MVP despite missing the first 5-6 games.
Well, you'd be doing that on that Ashiguana. Got into
What?
Rogers' stash.
Ayahuasca?
Yeah, thank you. Ayahuasca.
Ashy Wanda.
I knew it started
No,
with an
she
A
lives
and-
down the road. Ashy Wanda does. Okay, here's a plea or an apology. I have long called the NFC East the NFC least. And currently,
yes.
there is a 5-0 team and 2 4-1 teams. So clearly, I was wrong this year.
Which
This year.
the Giants' one loss is to another NFC East team in Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas' one loss is to Tampa Bay. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we find out this week. I mean, Eagles, Dallas, Sunday night, right?
That's actually like a game to watch now.
Yeah. Although I'm
wouldn't have watched
really I'm really shocked that the NFL did not make Chiefs Bills Sunday Night Football.
Same, but I think they did that last year.
So why not do it every year? It's also a playoff game. Clearly, they're the best two teams.
Start the season with that game.
Yeah.
Every year for the next 10 years, however long they're signed for.
Seahawks fall to the Saints. Taysom Hill. Ryan.
Yeah. 4
Nice fucking
touchdowns.
play.
Thanks. Started him in our
4
league.
tutties.
Well, so my
That
theory, my
is
thought
nuts.
in that, okay? He is currently this year a tight end.
Mhm.
He doesn't play like wide R, TE, or running back tight end. He is a tight end. So you can only put him in a tight end spot. But you think about how they play him every week.
Yeah,
Is
100%.
he is a Swiss Army knife. You can
So-
get out of my tight end position, I can get passing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, and still get catches because he's a tight end.
Yeah. So
I've
when
like
Kittle was
kind of
hurt,
gamed it.
when Kittle was hurt at the start of the season, I had the same thought process.
Mhm.
I grabbed Taysom off he was on waivers. It was free. I took him. I played him. 2 weeks in a row, he shit the bed. I think it was like one catch. And it was like,
He
all
gives
right.
and he takes.
Yeah, like now Kittle was back, so it wasn't worth it to me. I was just like, but man, did you strike gold with that this weekend?
Yep. I'm glad that I did it.
I did beat my wife by like 65 points.
Would you like to rephrase that?
I beat that ass, baby.
Oh God. Yeesh.
Beat that
You'll see he's
ass.
clearly over there in Cardinal Red.
Oh, fuck, this is my win, bro. Fuck out of here with that Cardinal Road. So we'll kind of we got 2 more games to talk about. Bengals, Ravens, or I guess 3 more. Bengals fall to the Ravens 17-19 Sunday night. That was a good game.
Ish. Good-ish.
Yeah, it held my interest for a Sunday night game. I wasn't like, all right, time to go to bed. You know, I actually stayed up and watched. I had an early flight Monday morning, so.
I didn't watch a second of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kept up with it, but the kids were being they were being kids.
Man, if I am Cincinnati, you have got to fix that offensive line.
I think there's a lot of things they need to fix.
Well, yeah, but I think a lot of the issues stem from the offensive line, right? Like you've got two great receivers that can win one-on-one coverage, can get open. You've got a good running back, you've got a good quarterback, but you can't control the line of scrimmage on pass plays or run plays.
Right.
So your RPO and your play actions aren't working because no one gives a shit because they don't have to drop one down to the box. We watched it last year in the Super Bowl where Aaron Donald took over that game and Joe Burrow, and it was all summer long or off season long was, well, they got to fix it. They got to fix it. They got to fix it.
They didn't really do much.
They didn't do much, but on paper it was supposed to be better.
Right. I'm looking at I think it's probably a preseason ranking and trying to find them.
Probably to be about there by us.
14. Bears were ranked 32nd.
Oh, what? Really? They had that offensive line ranked 14?
Yep.
See, and right now I would
that was on September 11th, so
our offensive line is not good, but I would say it's on par with Cincinnati's. So maybe Cincinnati should be down closer with us.
Well, this was preseason. I would think that we would have to rate a bit higher.
I would agree.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to look up is current O-line ratings.
Eagles beat the Cardinals 20-17 in Arizona.
Yeah, that train just keeps rolling.
They look like a complete team. But I don't think they'll go undefeated. I do think they're going to trip up. They're going to lose. But I think they are right now. You've got to call them the heavy NFC favorite.
Yeah, they're the team to beat right now.
I mean,
and they did a wonderful job building this team.
Incredible. And then you got to think how much cap space they have next year and a top 5 draft pick.
Think about who they got in this draft. for just a first round pick. 1 first round pick swap. You got one of the top 3 best wide receivers in the NFL right now in
Yep.
AJ Brown. And you're pairing him with just a first round pick in Devontae Smith. You've given Jalen Hurts, 3 years now to develop?
Yep.
And then he wasn't even a high pick. I love it. I love what they've done with that team.
Yeah. Philly fans are awful.
Yeah, total
but-
shitbags.
But what that front
Not
office
all
has
of them.
done.
Most of them.
You know what, Philly fans? If you're listening to this and you don't like that comment, fucking tell us in the comments.
If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
Rob's not on to talk about it. Titans beat the Commanders 21-17 in Washington. I just don't think Washington's a good football team.
I don't either.
We're gonna find out fucking Thursday night, I guess.
We'll
get into that one here soon, but
yeah, we'll get. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the first game, Bears Vikings. Bears played the Vikings tough.
damn near came back.
They really did. Justin Fields took a huge step forward. The offense took a huge step forward this week. Thursday we should get Jalen Johnson back, and we should be seeing N'Keal Harry take some snaps finally.
Yeah, I saw he was activated today. So we were out on the boat on Sunday. Took it to an island. Get on the boat. It's 21-3 Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well,
that's when I fell asleep.
So put my phone in the waterproof bag, whatever. We get to the island. I get out.
You were going to say I put it in the water. Like, fuck this. I'm done with this shit.
We out. So I pull it out of the waterproof bag once we're on the, on the beach and stuff. And I look and it's like 29-22. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I guess it was even closer than that because I think Justin had a big touchdown run called back.
Yeah.
On a questionable call.
A weak ass block in the back. Yeah, it was weak.
We
would have one if that,
Yeah, I like what I saw out of the, what I saw on highlights wise.
Right.
Good to see that Monty. It looks like Monty didn't have much of a hangover.
No, he looks fine.
Cool.
The thing that was really surprising to me is spending our first 2 draft picks on defensive backs, having Eddie Jackson, having, when he's healthy, Jalen Johnson, missing one of those people, Jalen Johnson, that secondary could just be picked apart all day
long.
All day.
Yeah.
Jefferson had 12 for 154. Didn't give him a touchdown, but man, that was it was surprising. But what's also been surprising is the fact that the Bears don't let people score as much in the second half.
That is pretty noticeable, isn't it?
They are making adjustments, but it's always the offense stinks in the first half and then gets better in the second. The defense stinks in the first half and then gets better in the
Which, okay, so let me ask you this, Ryan. Would you rather have that problem or the problem that they're having in Green Bay?
Which problem is that?
That they're not, it doesn't look like they're making second half adjustments.
I mean, I am used to that.
They were up what?
I'm used to that.
2.5 scores. I mean, almost 3 scores on New York.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to shit on Green Bay here. I just,
there was no attempt.
I mean, which would you rather have? I think I'd rather have the team that makes halftime adjustments, right? In the moment.
Yeah, because if they're the capability there is, they can flip-flop that around, or if they start off good, there's no reason they shouldn't be good.
Yeah.
But we've lived through a team that doesn't make adjustments. He said they only had 3 possessions in the second half.
Now what?
They didn't do anything with them.
Yeah, but still only 3 possessions in the second half is pretty. Like, hats off to Dable and that team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the best way to beat Aaron Rodgers, keep him on the sidelines.
That's true.
Like, he can't beat you if he's not on the field, I guess. So, I mean, but again, that takes us back to, are the Giants for real?
They did it against a very good team.
Correct.
Okay, this year I'm just going to call them a good team. I wouldn't call them a very good team. They're a good team. They're a tier 3.
Who, the Giants?
No, the Packers.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think they've got
the Giants, like, they feel real.
Yeah.
And it's I think there's that disconnect of like, yeah, this team's real with Daniel Jones as the quarterback.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like,
That's what throws it off. Daniel Jones is the quarterback. You don't really have shit for wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got Saquon, and Saquon's playing like Saquon used to.
Yeah, he's having.
But
like,
you wouldn't expect a for real team to be made up like that in 2022. But the simulation is dying, and will soon all just evaporate into pixels into the air because this is all made up.
It's like an episode of Stranger Things.
We're in the upside down.
Yeah, it's just it's crazy. Raiders fall to the Chiefs last night, 29-30. They were up big in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Patrick's never out of a game.
No.
Kelsey, 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable. I mean,
he's man. I thought he was going to take a step back. He's got to take a step back eventually, but man, is that dude good.
Yeah, it's been nuts. Chiefs fans, while we're talking about this, make sure you tell your friends about this show, Chiefs fans, because Rick told us what he's going to give away when it gets to 200 subs.
Yeah.
You didn't know where I was going with that, did you?
Nope.
I'm not saying what it is because I want to let Rick say that, but
it's sweet.
Chiefs fans, it's sweet. We actually told him like we can't let you do that, and he was like, "No, it's cool. I want to do it."
Yeah, I was trying to stop him.
Yeah, so it's cool, Chiefs fans. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend.
I'm gonna be our 200th subscriber.
Are you not subbed to the channel?
I don't know.
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
I'm subbed to the channel.
Oh my god.
I got other channels though.
Oh, sub on all your channels, guys. You got a Gmail account, you got a fucking YouTube account. Give us a sub. So, other exciting news out of the weekend. If you do not watch wrestling, you probably missed it. Bray Wyatt returned over the weekend. It was pretty fucking sweet, dude.
Brer Rabbit. What?
Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
Did you see his return, dude?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Creepy.
I am not a wrestling guy.
I know, but we've
tried.
But you appreciate creative.
I do.
What's the word I'm looking for? Creative liberties or creative like
people.
Yeah, like you would. Keith.
4 touchdowns, 25 yards.
I played him too. It's hella creative and deep and dark. Like it's really cool.
Nice. We've got some playoff baseball happening right now.
We do.
Divisional series started today. Phillies over the Braves, 7-6.
Oh, Phillies came back to win that game.
They did.
They were down 6-1.
Yep.
Phillies are hot right now, man.
They are.
Eliminated the St. Louis Cardinals in the wild card round.
They did. They have Nick Castellanos, and I love Nick Castellanos.
Stud.
Yankees over the Guardians. Rizzo hit a 2-run shot. And unfortunately, the Stros beat the Mariners on a walk-off 3-run homer.
You hate to hear it.
Yep, it was in Houston, so hopefully they had an eye on all the trash cans.
Oh, I heard one fell. Did you see Rizzo tell that fan, if you flip me off again, I'm gonna get out of the car and deal with you?
I did not. I love it.
Yeah. Dom shared it on Twitter.
Mention Nick, but not Kyle.
Schwarber's
Nick who?
there. Schwarber.
Oh, yeah, Schwarber. I mean, we all knew Schwarber was there.
Robertson's there as well, but he is out.
He's
Tommy
out.
John.
He was it? No, his Scott Efros was Tommy John. Robertson's out because he was celebrating a Bryce home run and got hurt, like injured his hamstring.
Yeah, it's just pretty crazy.
There's a lot of crazy injuries to relievers that happened today.
So going off the games today, it was Phillies won over the Braves, Yankees won over the Guardians, and what was the other one?
The one going on
Mariners.
right now. Yeah, the Mariners lost to the Astros, and right now it's 5-3 Dodgers, bottom of the fifth.
So who do you think wins the Phillies Braves series?
Oh man, I think the Braves just still have too much. Yeah, Chapman was also left off the Yankees roster because he just didn't show up to a fucking workout. He just
What a
like
piece of
didn't
shit,
show.
man.
He didn't show, and they're like, "All right, fuck off then. We don't need you. Suck this year, anyways." But I think the Braves have more than the Phillies. The Phillies are hot, but the Braves have been there. They just did this.
Yeah.
You know, they've got that pedigree. Almost all the guys are there from last year. So like, I wouldn't count them out.
Well,
of
and the
anything.
ones
I
that
still
aren't,
have
they replaced with other big weapons.
right. Exactly. And I still think that the Braves are my NL team. You know, going to the World Series.
And then I think both of us want the Mariners to beat the Stros, but that's a tall task, right?
I don't know. I don't like the Stros this year. And I'm biased. I don't care about steroids, but like coming up with like having the audacity to come up with some crazy elaborate scheme to steal signs.
Agreed. Well,
it's like, all right, you assholes.
Well, and people with the steroids, just going back to that real quick, like we heard it after Judge hit 62, right? Like, oh, the new home run king, the non-steroid home run king, did it clean. Well, steroids helped you recover and made you stronger. Yes, 100% agree with you there. They did not help your hand-eye coordination, your hand speed, none of that shit. Like I understand what you're saying. They were illegal. They're banned substances. You shouldn't have been using them.
Right.
But it benefited, sure. But it wasn't like
that. Steroids saved baseball.
Yes. Yeah.
They knew what was going on. This shit's been going on for a long time, and they knew it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, hats off to Aaron Judge on 62. I don't know if we'll ever congratulate him on the show. So, Aaron Judge, if you do end up becoming a Cub next year, awesome. Welcome to Chicago.
No.
I understand that, Ryan. But if it happens, I want to be able to look back on the show and be like, look, we welcomed you to Chicago first.
That's true. Come on home, baby. I mean, we're not home, but we're home. You know we're home. Chicago, Illinois. Pizza.
So then I don't think the Padres, with losing Tatis Jr., I think the Dodgers are just going to overcome them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dodgers swept them.
And then I have the Yankees beating the Guardians as well.
Yeah. I mean, my two teams are Braves and Yankees.
Yeah,
that's who I think.
What an awful World Series to watch.
I'd watch it.
I like the Braves.
I wouldn't watch it if the Dodgers made it. That's the only team I fucking hate to watch.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Dodgers in it. All right, so let's get into it. Thursday night, Amazon Prime. Commanders travel to Chicago. I almost said Washington. Travel to Chicago to face our Chicago Bears.
Pause on this for just a second. Let's
Pausing.
appreciate the fact that former Illinois player, point guard Ayo Dosunmu is officially the Bulls starting point guard.
Well, yeah, because Lonzo's out.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Chicago.
Congratulations. Also, while we're congratulating Illini fans, welcome back to relevancy.
Fuck the coaches, but thank
Ranked
you, AP.
for the first time in how long? How long has it been?
It's been maybe 11 years, 12 years.
Ooh, welcome back.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if we were ranked when we went to that last bowl game, but yeah, it's been a while.
Nice. Well, welcome back. Let's see if you guys can hang on this weekend. You got to go up there.
It's been fun.
Playing Minnesota this weekend.
Yep.
Row the boat.
We're in Minnesota, right?
I think.
Pretty sure.
I think so. Keith will fact check us on that one, I'm sure.
They're the Golden Gophers, right?
The Golden Gophers.
Fucking love that name.
Isn't that sweet, dude?
That is an awesome name for a team.
It is.
All right, Bears. Bears.
So Commanders travel to Chicago to face the Bears this weekend or this Thursday on Amazon Prime. Guys, we are heading into week 6, a third of the season.
Just the long descent of time just gets quicker and quicker. Madness creeps in. Death comes for us all.
Yeah, Keith, it is in
Minnesota. It was 2011.
And
I was
2011.
Right.
Wow.
That was 11 years ago.
So what are you looking for from Chicago this week?
I just want to see continued development. At this point, I don't care if you can win a game. I don't want you to win a game. Play competitive, develop Justin, develop that rapport with the wide receivers. Because after this, it gets super rough for the Bears.
Yes, it does.
So just another week of consistency, carry that second half over, and just don't get embarrassed by the Washington fucking Commanders.
And Carson Wentz.
Who Ron Rivera just fucking hates.
Man, did you see that press conference? He just held that dude out to dry, didn't he?
Oh, I love it. No. Carson's fine, but he's also not. He's a great guy, but he's shit. He's shit, but he's great.
Excuse me, that was a yawn. I want to say I don't care if we win or not, but it's the Commanders and it's Carson Wentz, right? And I really don't think we're that bad. But I don't know. But I agree. I want to see continued development by Fields. I want to see him making the right choices. I want to see development by the offense.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see these young. I want to see Nikhil and Harry in the game. See how he does.
I don't know if he'll actually be on the active roster for this weekend. He's just coming off the IR, and it's because they had to put Cody Whitehair back on it. So we may not see him Wednesday, but there are signs pointing that we actually could be. He's at least healed up to have been running routes for a little bit.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, last week we had the Broncos and Colts, which was a snooze fest, right? Ugh.
Yeah, it made everybody do what you were doing.
It was bad. It was bad. I just hope we have a better game.
I was playing 2 of my favorite softball games I've ever played in.
Nice.
Because they were fun and competitive, but we accomplished what we set out to do, and that was to lose both games so we could get in a better spot in the tournament that starts this Thursday.
Hey, well, good luck to you. Bears are, I guess, favorite of the trash bowl. Yeah, I mean,
mean,
this is kind of like battle of the bads, right?
I'll be fine with a win. Obviously, I would love a win, but what I'm saying is, like, you don't have to. If you don't win, then we're gonna get a really high draft pick,
Yeah.
and that's not so bad. Just keep developing and playing competitive games.
So if you had full control, Ryan, if polls called you tomorrow and said, Ryan, we can take anybody in this draft.
Coming up,
Mm-hmm.
you can't ask me that because I have not researched much. Hold on, let me pull up my website.
I can tell you on first glance who I would like.
Who?
Will Anderson from Alabama.
Yeah, that's he'd be great on that
Because
defense.
him with Roquan would be, and now that would be a pick that the national media would fucking destroy Chicago for.
That's stupid though, because I'm looking at a mock draft and he goes third.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, depending on how low they are, they could be getting potentially a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them. Jackson from Ohio State. I'm not even going to attempt his last name right now because it is not in my wheelhouse, and
It's
I
like
am
Njoku Smith or whatever, right?
Smith
Something like that.
Njigba.
Something like that.
Nayiba. I tried. I'm high. I'm sorry, Mom.
Me too.
I'm just looking right now. There's a lot of really good defense. There is some really good offensive line. There's a center for Notre Dame. He's projected to go in the first 12 picks or mocked to go. We could really use a replacement for Sam Mustipher.
Yeah, we
so
could.
That curse can be expelled from the Bears.
Yep.
Did you see what he did?
No.
On Twitter? I don't know if it was last week or it was after the last game. He went through and searched for his name, not his but his actual name, and blocked almost everybody that was talking shit.
Here's an idea. Be better.
How fucking weak are you to do that?
Okay. Sam Mustipher. Get off of fucking Twitter. Spend that time not sucking at your job.
Yeah. Get some extra practice in, man.
Stop hanging out with Kyler. It's not Call of Duty tonight.
Go push a fucking sled. Be better.
What a
you trash hole.
What a bitch. Welcome back, Keith. That's what? That's insane, dude. How much fucking time do you have on your hands?
It was at least 120 people, it seems like. There was a whole thread of people that had been blocked from, and they were all just laughing about it. I did get blocked once by a writer out of Peoria, Illinois, Nick Vlahos.
What's his Twitter handle?
I don't know. He works for the Peoria Star. I got blocked by him because I was calling him out on just shitty reporting and being the worst Cubs fan I had seen on Twitter at the time.
Funny. So you were not here on Friday, right? You're not with us this coming Friday?
This Friday, correct.
So any games that you're looking forward to you want to talk about real quick?
Outside of Thursday, let me pull it up here. What I'm most excited about, I think, is the fact that I don't really have to pay attention. Because
that's fair.
It's nice to get a break. I think there's going to be some good games. Dallas at
Yeah.
Philly. I'll probably watch that. That's a very intriguing game. Bills and KC. Again, we love seeing these teams play each other.
Yep. That'll be a fun one.
To answer Keith, I hope so. That's dog shit that he pushed that guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a member. He's one of my production homies.
I
It's a
did
brotherhood
see a
out there.
thread on Twitter, though, from a different angle that made it look not as bad.
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
yeah, I mean,
I'll have to find it.
like, but regardless, right? Like, you're a professional. Like,
Yeah.
you don't do this. Like, that is entirely different than the Bobby Wagner situation.
Don't put your hands on another person.
Unless they're protesting in the middle of a football game.
Even then, if you're a football player, you shouldn't do it because that motherfucker will sue you forever.
He's trying to.
Yep. Anyways, Buffalo and Kansas. So, okay, I'm looking at it now, and yeah, okay, there's definitely a few games that I'm going to be excited about and actually watch. Couldn't get away from football. Maybe during the bye week. Early games.
It'll be a fun week.
Early games, I think the most intriguing one for me right now is either the Jets and Green Bay, just to see how Green Bay bounces back.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota at Miami. I just want to see. I want to see how Minnesota holds up against an offense like that.
Yeah. Keith says, "Do we think Adams gets any games off?"
That's why I was bringing that up.
I think they give him one.
Yeah. I think it'll be 2, and then he'll appeal it, and it'll be
down to 1. That's fair. Yep.
Yep.
So I agree with you. I think the that Chiefs KC game will be great. I think that NFC East game between Philly and Dallas will be good, and I'm excited to see how the Jets cornerbacks hold up against the Packers.
I'm gonna go through and I'll give you my picks on all of these right now, and then you can just splice me back in when you go over the games on Friday.
All right, run through it.
All right, I think Chicago will beat Washington, even though I don't care if they do. 49ers over Atlanta, but it'll be close. New England, I don't know. That's a hard one to pick because they look like shit one day and then they hold a defense the next. So I think I'm going to go New England there. Jets at Green Bay. I don't think New York is as good as they look right now, and I think Green Bay is better than they have looked. So I'm going to go Green Bay at home. I'm a big believer now in the 12th man, especially in a place like Lambeau, because that was loud. Jacksonville at Indy. I'm going to go Jacksonville. I still think Indianapolis might be the worst team in football right now. Vikings at Miami. That's another tough one for me to call. I don't know. I'm going to go Minnesota just because I think that they maybe have the better defense right now. They definitely have, Justin Jefferson. That's already going to put them a leg up, but I think I'd go Minnesota there. Cincinnati at New Orleans. I'm going to go Cincinnati, but I'm not happy about it. Right? Baltimore at the Giants. I think Baltimore wins and the Giants kind of come back down to earth a little bit. Tampa at Pittsburgh. Tampa. Don't have to say anymore. Carolina, who we didn't actually talk about. Carolina, who are now the first in line
to
have fired a coach. We got week 5. If you had week 5 on your bingo card for the first coach to be fired, like,
you win.
Good job. They're
no
playing
prize from us, but good job.
They're playing at Los Angeles at the Rams. Sorry, you have to be specific. Rams. Again, like they've got some problems like Cincinnati does right now, especially in the offensive line, but those teams just went to the Super Bowl. You'd have to think that they're better than what they look like.
Yeah.
Arizona at Seattle. Give me Seattle. Give me Geno. Geno is playing like an MVP right now, and I love it. Also, I just traded for him, and I want him to do real good. Buffalo at Kansas City. This is a crazy fucking game right now. I'm going to go Kansas City. I think Patrick Mahomes wins this round. But man, this is going to be like a 45-42 game, or it'll be 9-6. It's
Crazy,
like
right?
one of those two. Dallas at Philly. Philly's going to win that one, but I think it's going to be actually a really good game. I just still think Philly's the class of the league right now. And then Broncos at Chargers. If you would have talked to me before the season started, I would have been real excited about this matchup. I don't give two shits about this game right now. Russ has played like dog shit. The whole team has. And the Chargers they don't look Herbert's hurt, but they just don't look like they should.
I'm tired of watching fucking Russ look like shit in primetime. Like, stop making me watch him look like shit.
Same.
Like, it's you're force feeding down my throat. This is now week 6. I think he's been in primetime 4 weeks.
It's probably, honestly, I would have to actually look it up. But
week.
That's right.
This last week on Thursday.
All right.
I think
that was the Thursday night game. Yeah, I'm looking it up. It doesn't give me the times. I just wanted the times.
Okay, so 49ers Broncos on Sunday night. So week 1, week 3,
and now week 6. Oh no, and week 5.
5 and week 6.
And
so
week
4
6.
of 6
so
weeks.
4 of
We've had to watch bum on fucking primetime.
Oh my god. Wow.
Stop force feeding it down our throat. It doesn't even taste good.
And then they do have a overseas game as well. But after that, they have no more primetime games.
God.
So get it out now while baseball playoffs are going on to get all that out. And now we don't have to worry about them after this week.
And we'll have CSs by Friday, right?
Have what?
The championship, the NLCS, ALCS?
No. I don't think so. I think it'd be next week.
Next Tuesday, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, guys. Well, if you're watching this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell over there in the corner down there. Hit that bell.
Bing.
Straight down.
Bing.
This way you guys get notified when we go live. We are going to start releasing more clips for you guys, all this fun stuff. We'll be back on Tuesday.
Probably not from this show.
Probably not from this show.
We're very low energy.
It's all good, though, baby. We're out here grinding. We'll be back on Friday. We'll see you guys then. Peace.
See you next week.